What happened when the richest man in history spent his whole life chasing after wealth, pleasure, and achievement?
The richest man in history spent his entire life chasing wealth, pleasure, and achievement. He got all of it, every last thing he wanted. And then he sat down and wrote one word to describe all of it: meaningless. The Book of Ecclesiastes is the most financially honest book in the entire Bible.
Why do many pastors skip the Book of Ecclesiastes?
So the book most pastors skip. Why? Because it doesn't fit the prosperity sermon. It doesn't support the follow God's principles and get rich framework. It says the opposite. And the opposite is the truth most people don't want to hear. But hidden inside Ecclesiastes, buried in the brutal honesty, are 5 financial principles that will protect you from every wealth scam, every prosperity lie, and every get-rich-quick scheme you'll ever encounter. Today we're going to dig them out.
The first principle is that money is never enough. This is the so-called hedonic treadmill.
Principle 1, the one that demolishes every prosperity gospel promise in a single verse. Ecclesiastes 5:10. Whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. This too is meaningless. This is not a nice quote for a Pinterest board. This is the richest man in history reporting his findings. He had more money than anyone before or since, and his conclusion was, it's never enough. The more you have, the more you want. The goalpost moves every time you reach it. Modern psychology has a name for this: the hedonic treadmill. The phenomenon where every increase in income produces a temporary spike in happiness, followed by a return to your baseline. You get the raise and feel good for 2 weeks, then it's normal. Then you want more. Solomon knew this 3,000 years before psychologists named it. Principle 2. This is the one that shocks people because they don't expect practical investment advice from a book about meaninglessness. Ecclesiastes 11:1-2. Cast your bread upon the waters, for after many days you will find it again. Give portions to 7, yes, to 8, for you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Cast your bread upon the waters. In the ancient world, this was a trade metaphor. Merchants would send grain on ships across the Mediterranean. You cast your bread, your goods, onto the water, and after many days, the ship returns with profit. But the key is the next line. Give portions to 7, yes, to 8. Don't send all your grain on one ship. Spread it across 7, maybe 8, because you don't know which ship will sink. Solomon is saying, the future is uncertain. You cannot predict which investment will fail, which market will crash, which job will disappear. So spread your resources. Don't bet everything on one outcome. This is not a wealth code. It's the opposite. It's an admission of ignorance. Solomon, the wisest man alive, is saying, I don't know what's coming. Neither do you. So plan for uncertainty, not for certainty. Principle 3, the one that will make every hustler, every grinder, every 5 a.m. club member deeply uncomfortable. Ecclesiastes 4:6. Better 1 handful with tranquility than 2 handfuls with toil and chasing after the wind. 1 handful with peace, or 2 handfuls with exhaustion. Solomon says, take the 1 handful. This is a direct assault on hustle culture. Solomon built the greatest building project in ancient history. He managed a trade empire spanning 3 continents. He worked harder and achieved more than any human before him. And he says his work gave him grief and pain. Even at night, his mind would not rest. The biblical antidote to workaholism is not laziness, it's Sabbath. It's the radical claim that you can stop, and the world will not collapse. That your value is not measured by your productivity. That rest is not a reward you earn. It's a command you obey.
Now the 4th principle, enjoy your life now. Now is all we have. Enjoy the simple things, everything that you have now.
Command you obey. Principle 4, the most surprising financial advice in Ecclesiastes, maybe in the entire Bible. Ecclesiastes 9:7-9. Go, eat your food with gladness, and drink your wine with a joyful heart, for God has already approved what you do. Always be clothed in white, and always anoint your head with oil. Enjoy life with your wife, whom you love, all the days of this meaningless life. After 12 chapters of saying everything is meaningless, Solomon commands joy. Eat, drink, Enjoy your spouse, wear clean clothes, put oil on your head, celebrate. This is not a contradiction. It's the whole point. Since wealth doesn't satisfy, stop chasing it. Since the future is uncertain, stop hoarding for it. Since work never ends, stop killing yourself with it. And instead, enjoy what is in front of you. Right now. Today. This principle appears 5 times in Ecclesiastes. 5 times Solomon circles back to the same instruction. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your work. Enjoy your relationships. Because these simple daily pleasures are God's gift, and they are the only wealth that doesn't turn to vapor. The prosperity gospel says, God wants you to have more. Ecclesiastes says, God wants you to enjoy what you already have. Principle 5, the conclusion of the entire book, the sentence that everything else in Ecclesiastes has been building toward. Ecclesiastes 12:13-14. Now all has been heard. Here is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind. For God will bring every deed into judgment, including every hidden thing, whether it is good or evil. After 12 chapters of testing every financial strategy, every pleasure, every achievement, Solomon arrives at a single conclusion. Not follow my wealth code, not divide your assets into thirds, not manifest abundance. Fear God, keep his commandments. This is the most antiviral financial advice in history. It's not clickable, it's not shareable, it doesn't promise you anything. But it's true. Every hidden thing will be judged. The money you hoarded when you should have given, the corners you cut when you thought no one was watching, the wages you withheld, the generosity you withheld. God sees every transaction, every decimal, every motive. That is not a threat, it's a freedom. Because once you accept that God is the final auditor, you stop performing for anyone else. You stop chasing approval, you stop comparing, you do what is right, and you leave the results to him. 5 principles hidden in the book most pastors skip. 1. Wealth never satisfies. The more you have, the more you want. 2. Diversify. Spread your resources across 7, yes 8, because you don't know what's coming. 3. Workaholism is vanity. 1 handful with peace is better than 2 handfuls with exhaustion. 4. Enjoy what you have. Today. It's God's gift, and it's the only wealth that doesn't turn to vapor. 5. Fear God and keep his commandments. Everything else, every code, every secret, every formula, is vapor. Ecclesiastes is not a depressing book. It is the most liberating book in the Bible.
Now, if you like this content or this message, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I pray that you and your family may be whole and well.